Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account, and that is right, guys. The hunting field beta version is up. If you're unfamiliar with the hunting fields, we're actually going to be going through a beginner's guide. So when you do get in here, we'll ring again with an amazing guide on this one, and it is a beginner's guide, exactly where you are starting, how you're going to set up your teams, and how you're going to actually go through this hunting fields. So let's go ahead and take a look at the guide. All right, guys, so here is Hunting Fields for New Players by Woring. Again, this is kind of a beginner's guide. We're going to run through it from the top left all the way through. Now, his guide overall is 6 pages, guys. I am going to break down page number 1. I'm going to put a link to the guide right down below so you can go ahead and check it out and see everything that it does entail, because there's a ton of content in here, especially when you're breaking down camps, things of that nature that you really need to focus on. But today we are just going to be focusing on the very beginning of this. So introduction, requirement to enter HF Hunting Fields is 19-40. However, you can only be a supporter until you've cleared 2460. That is right, guys, into chapter 25. 2 ways that you can join up. You can join up as a lone wolf or team up enrollment. Gameplay, 5 players make up a squad. That is right, guys. It is a mini abyssal expedition, which is very cool to see. Up to 10 players can join to be supporters. Supporters can obtain 80% of the rewards that we've seen right there. Now, things you need to know: that lone wolf is too bad. It is very random. It is very inactive. That is the reason why the best way to go is really this team up option over on the right. If you can get some friends, if you can get some guildies, if you can get some other players that actually want to play the HF, you can even go over to the AFK Arena Discord. There's a whole group in there that is looking to team up with specific factions versus just going lone wolf. Again, lone wolf, you could go and be super successful, but a majority of the time you will have AFK Arena or AFK players, which is the exact same thing. If you checked out some of my videos over on the test server, is we do have one player that is completely AFK, just picking up the loot if they log into the event someday. So definitely look at team up. So at start, all 5 players should get 6 of 6 settlements. That is really the biggest thing you want to do. Linking the squad members together, working together. Now, with the movement ones, it does take 1 single stamina to move. You want to make sure you're not burning through too much stamina, because as you level up a little bit, you'll actually be able to skip going through there. So you won't actually have to take all of the lands just because you can skip, or I believe it's sweep. You can sweep a lot of the land so you don't have to burn stamina. Always give your challenger seals to the best player. Did that over on the test server. Works incredibly well, guys. If you have a player that is far above any of the other players, stacking challenger seals on them will allow them to maximize the damage and really take down a lot of the bosses. So within the heroes, guys, you do get the 5 factions. Last one, of course, is the Chad, the Celestials, the Hypogean, and the Dimensional heroes that you can choose out of there. A lot of players, make sure, guys, you choose your strongest faction. It is really the best way to do it. Rewards: Elite, Expert, Master, Heroic. Priority should be clearing the quest. Clearing the quest, again, will give you that sweep function in there, which is exactly what you want to get. Faster you can unlock that function, the better you can move within the abyssal expedition, or excuse me, within the hunting fields, getting the 2 confused. And there's also a couple new things to this one, which is very cool. This is the boss, guys. Very awesome looking dynamic with that. So we're going to go over, we're going to move to the right side. So the big note: communication is a must. You have to make sure, guys, some of the things are actually timed. Some of the things do take coordination to take some of the bigger camps. When you start getting into 2 camps, it's super easy. If 1 player takes out a camp, 2nd player takes out the 2nd camp. Again, it makes it incredibly easy when you're going through here with the communication aspect. Now, priority: teamwork to kill the last boss is all you need to do. Gate bosses, same. Mini bosses should be killed with the best player. Only best performance get the best loot. That is right, guys. The less kind of effort you have to put into this, the better. You want to stack a strong hero to be able to destroy some of the bosses in 1 or 2 shots. We've seen them actually killed out some of the bosses to get more loot. Well, a lot of the other players can make pathways, can go ahead and take out towns, weaken some places, take out all of the flags or the guards within the camps themselves. Best player can take out the bosses in general. So tips to follow: save stamina, path with 1 to 3 heroes. Very easy, especially if you are strong to path through here. This is really the most important part of the guide. I'm trying to get 3 stars. That'll grant you half your stamina back. always get the max number of settlements, 6 of 6 to start. Then I believe it goes to 8, 10, then 12. Making sure, again, you have these settlements out there. Avoid using the 4 times speed. Same thing with the Abyssal Expedition. Hunting fields, if you wipe, it's super, super cost. If you wipe, it costs 12 stamina. If you restart, it costs 1. If it's a battle after once or twice that you cannot beat, do not attempt the battle, guys. You're just going to be wiping out your stamina. Link with other players. Don't waste time linking the map. Again, the sweep feature will come a little bit later. Avoid taking tier 1, head directly to tier 2. That is really where your hero should be. Very quickly, you'll be able to take those tier 2 settlements. Avoid settlements with these heroes, guys. These are tough. These are honestly some of the tougher heroes to fight within here. Again, back to the same Abyssal Expedition. Flora, Orthos, Thorin, Oden, Almas, Namora, Brutus, Cetrina. Very tough to deal with in here. Link your starting point to the boss, get the 5% damage, same as the Abyssal Expedition. When you rank up or kill a mini boss, reach out with your squad members to get new items ASAP. That is right, guys. Every time that you kill those little mini bosses, you have a bunch of chests. If your squad is all active, you can actually go through, use the items that you need, dump the rest into the shared bag. With the shared bag, you could be powering up the rest of your squad. It is really about the team aspect of this, which I love. Don't be selfish. Share your items that you don't need. Try to focus on the best 5 heroes at the beginning. You don't need to level up all 10 heroes at the beginning. The best 5 will carry you through this a significant amount of way, especially if you do have those communication aspect with the rest of your squad. Always check before both teams, tier 4s, tier 5s. Super important, guys. You might take the first team out relatively early, just to find out the second team you cannot and will not be able to take because of the setup that is in there. That is the reason why is not only checking both of the teams, also partnering together. That way your best 5 heroes and the another squad member's 5 best heroes can actually kind of tier 4, tier 5 swap between each other. You can take out a camp, he can take out the second, and vice versa. That way you can make a lot of progression much faster. Killing the boss should be done with steps. Carry players should take the boss down to 80%. So doing a little bit, using a little bit of their stamina to take down the boss slightly, and then allow some of the bigger hitters to go ahead and maximize the damage and kill them out. This means that when you get to the end boss, you're still going to have a considerable amount of stamina left, so you can take out the final boss very quickly. Rest of the players should kill 2 beacons, and each beacon will make the boss lose 20% for the first life. Kill the final boss and take 20 T5s with your team to win. That will actually be the highest rating that you can get within the hunting fields. Now teams, since you can only use 1 faction, Wolring did an amazing job with this, and you can also choose 2 of 8 heroes, which again, you'll look right here. Lightbearer, I like the lineup in here. I actually chose Lucius within the lineup, but again, when you have all of the heroes to choose from, it does make a considerable amount of difference, because you are going to have to make sure that you can pick, or you have tanks kind of off the bat. When you build them with the relics behind them, or actually build up some of these heroes, they are incredible. So you can see the different factions here. We have Peggy in here, we have Lard in here, Cecilia in here, we have Rose and Scarlet. Solid build right there. Now out of here, we have Twins and we have Helos. Very, very strong comp with both of those. For the Maulers, again, looking here, guys, these are a very big priority when it comes to the heroes. And then even looking over here, Mishka does incredibly well. If you have her built out, if you have her built up a little bit, a star damage mitigation, Athalia for the damage, but Mauler focus definitely building out here. Wilders, I built almost everybody out of here. Oku, unfortunately, I did not have, but right now on my the test server with my Maulers, I'm running Mishka, I'm running Iran, Leica, I have Saurus, I have a star, I have Raku right down here, I have Lorazin, and I have Namora. The only one that I chose instead of those is, I believe I went with Alna, or no, I went with 1 or 2 different Wilders, because I don't have Oku and I did not have Kaz built either. So I did change it up a little bit with the Wilders, but overall, guys, making sure the priority of the heroes here. Looking at Greyborn, you have everyone you need in here, guys. You have your support heroes, which I love to see, Desira and Silas. You have your buffer here with Hodgkin. Damage, of course, with Oden and Grez, very tough. Isolde, same. Really, really difficult to deal with. Strong hero to have within the hunting fields. And then the Celestials Hypogeans. You can see, of course, we have Ainz in here. We have Lucretia in here. Albedo, of course, for the buff right there. We have Zolrath in here, the twins. Helos, super, super strong. This is actually probably one of the, if not the strongest one, is the Celestials, Hypogeans, and the Dimensionals. If you haven't built out, again, it makes a very big difference within here. So cool, very, very cool to see the guide, guys. Again, this thing is 6 pages. It really breaks down a lot of the hunting fields. So big shout out to Warring. Absolutely love these guides. It's very cool to see, you know, some content creators. And this takes an incredible amount of time, guys. That is what I don't feel a lot of players really understand. These guides, the visuals, take an incredible amount of time to go through and build out the guides as he does. Building it actually 6 pages, breaking down every single aspect you have within the hunting fields. It is amazing. Again, link to the guide is down below. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.